Okay, one more time. This is Brent from tradeguild.blogspot.com, and we're going to look at some short positions. I'm going to try to squeeze them all into this one video, so I'm going to move a little faster here. First up is EXPD. Just pull up that symbol, and here's what we're looking at for a potential short. We're well within the decline phase of the stock. Possibly it is bottoming, but we're really close to the 200-day moving average. It's bumping into that as resistance at this point. And 200 will commonly act as resistance or support. It's a pretty popular moving average that technicians use, so it could be kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy there. But down here in the bottom window, you can see that time segmented volume is well below that zero line. If we take a closer look at what's going on here, there's still a lot of selling in BOP. TSV is making new lows for the year. Money stream is not doing anything productive whatsoever on the bullish side. So I think that EXPD is a pretty decent short. With my stop channel in place, I have a stop at about $42 right now, which roughly coincides with that 200-day moving average. So basically, it's getting towards the end of the trend. There might be some more meat left on the bone, and it's not going to cost you too much to find out, I think, being that the risk is pretty minimal there. Let's pull up another idea here, and this one is going to be NFP on the short side. This is a big plunge here, and whenever I see a big plunge like this on big volume, I automatically think, the possibilities are that that's a capitulation low. That's the whatever longs were left in this position have just thrown in the towel, and that would typically represent the end of the move. So I don't know if there's much left in this, but there is an area of resistance up here at about 40, and price is moving up a little bit. So maybe, just maybe, it heads up to that $40 level and becomes a decent short there. And what we're still seeing here is TSV down here in the bottom is at all lows for the year, it looks like. We still have that selling in BOP and money stream. So maybe there's some more, like I said, meat on the bone, and I would definitely wait for a higher price to short that somewhere up around 39 to 40. And that is it for that guy. Let's take a look at SILC, which is Silicom Limited. And again, a similar picture here. We have this capitulation low possibly, but in this case resistance is at about $5, and that 22-day moving average, which has tracked this trend fairly decently, is moving into the area. So it's possible that we get a little more on the downside there. It's not a brilliant short by any means, but things are still in gear here. And of course, with that distribution, we can see in BOP over there, and time segmented volume is pretty much kind of still below zero, just kind of trending in sideways fashion. So it is worth keeping on the screen and see if an opportunity presents itself. Let's take a look at CELG. Now this one is a little nicer looking, I think. This up here is a period of distribution. We've broken down below that support level around $44, and we've rallied back up into it on lighter volume. Here's the heavy volume break, and the lighter volume rally back into resistance. So this is just in the very early stages of decline. There was your distribution. Let me just grab some water, sorry. And let's take a look at another screen there. There's that upward trending linear regression channel, the break out below, and the return back up to kiss it goodbye. So that's a pretty typical short setup for me. And I can also show you my other screen that I use for confirmation. There's that 10-day moving average under the 22. Here's my custom cumulative close indicator below its moving average, RSI is below 0. So this tells me, this confirms for me a short. If one of these three were out of lockstep, I wouldn't consider the position. Did I show you distribution here? I'm not sure. Okay, there's not much to show at this point. It's just starting to see TSV is on a downward slope here, and we're just picking up a little bit on that distribution. So all in all, I like that position. I think that's a pretty nice one. Let's look at a couple more while we have time. NTRI, which is Nutrisystem Inc. Consumer Services, I think they're diet or something. And again, this was our area of distribution up here, and this is an area of decline. This was a pretty nice area to short it, and that 22-day moving average is moving down, and we're pretty much sitting at that level. So I think maybe a stop above 55 right here is resistance, which kind of coincides with that 22-day moving average. So really a break above 55, or even this 50-day moving average as it comes down, would trigger a stop. So we're really close there, and again, a lot of the move has taken place, but there might be some as I said earlier, meat left on the bone, and it's not going to cost you too much to find out as far as risk goes. Our stop is very close. Money stream is plunging down in a leading divergence. You can see, like I was saying before, there's distribution all through June. So this level, we were seeing distribution. Time segmented volume is on a downward slope. And let me just clean this up a little bit, pull up my stop channel, which this is not really trending all that well, and that stop's way too far away, so let's not use that. Let's take a look at one more. I think we have time for one more here, and this one is FRNS. And again, here's our area of markup, here's our area of distribution, here's our area of decline, and we're pretty well into this trend on the downside, but I do see a area of support right there at about 7, which is now going to function as resistance, and we're just moving into that level now. If I can just zoom in a little bit tighter here, you can see we have these candles just kind of sitting within this body here. It's not doing much. There's our resistance level, and I think this is called a falling three methods candle formation or something like that. If we take a look at distribution, again you can see that bright red selling, TSV way below that 0 line, and money stream, it doesn't look as bad, but it's certainly not bullish in any sense. So if we can get a position close to 7 with a stop above 7, I think you're in really good shape to just see what's left in this stock. It certainly, it could pull an Enron and go to 0. We don't really know, but it certainly is a matured trend, unlike our previous one, CELG, or CELG. Anyway, I think that's going to do it for tonight. If you have questions about any of these stocks, you can reach me on the tag board, and there's definitely some great ideas flowing there. Don't forget to check out our 30-day free trial of Telechart. This is Telechart I'm using right now, and it's a great program, so check that out. And we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks a lot for listening.